Yeah, the NFL draft is over. See it football season.
Welcome back to another episode of the PlayUSA podcast. As you know, my name is Nick Garcia, senior reporter, PlayUSA, and with me, Brant James, lead writer, PlayUSA. Brant, you look exhausted as much as I do.
I'm worn out. As the fans, as the viewers will see, we just finished the first ever PlayUSA mock draft, and there's just so much that goes into getting everything horribly wrong. We recruited as many of our comrades here at the company, at the skyscraper, the mega complex, that were game. And then we recruited some all-stars and some mystery anonymous pickers who just didn't want to put their name to it in case they got it horribly wrong. But we did a first-round draft. We got snarky. Some folks made some trades and moved some pieces around the board. But mostly I think we had some fun, and that's why we want to share it with all you guys.
Just so you out there, the listeners, know, the actual NFL draft's on Thursday, but we figured we'd give you this treat. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. We're going to give you a little commentary on the picks, but here's the first ever PlayUSA NFL draft.
I hereby declare the first ever Katina Media PlayUSA mock draft open. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock.
And with the first pick in the 2022 Katina NFL draft, Jacksonville Jaguars select defensive end Aiden Hutchinson, University of Michigan.
Wait a minute. I've just received an envelope. Oh, I'm told there's been a trade. Let's send it out to Detroit for the announcement of a trade.
The Detroit Lions have sent the number 2 pick and the number 66 pick to the Seattle Seahawks. For number 9, number 40, and number 41. I pass it back to Seattle.
Wow.
So Seattle now on the clock, and I think I'm going to make it, so I'm just going to change it right here. With the second pick in the 2022 PlayUSA mock draft, the Seattle Seahawks select offensive lineman Evan Neal, Alabama. And with that, the Houston Texans are on the clock.
Are there any vice presidents of football operations in the draft? We could use those.
They're all in stealth mode.
Yeah, I know. The Texans select Charles Cross, Mississippi State offensive lineman.
Very good one. It makes me very glad that I made the trade that I did because I knew that my guys were not going to fall to me. Houston Texans, Charles Cross, big dude, Mississippi State. On the clock. Ooh, I got to go to my phone because the GM of the Jets is being a hero and saving his wife on the side of the road. Jets are on the clock. With the fourth pick in the 2022 PlayUSA mock draft, the New York Jets select Kayvon Thibodeau, edge, Oregon.
I was really hoping someone would say, it doesn't matter who's in New York.
Number 5, the New York Giants are currently on the clock. Giants pick away.
With the 5th pick in the 2022 PlayUSA mock NFL draft, the New York Giants select Ike Ekwonu, North Carolina State offensive tackle.
It has been a phenomenal draft for Fat Boys so far. I love this. Look at those guys getting paid. I absolutely love it. And the Giants pick is in. Moving on to number 6, Carolina Panthers, the first that have an opportunity to make a huge mistake by reaching on a quarterback. Let's see what's going to happen. Carolina Panthers, you may pick.
Carolina Panthers, with their first selection in the 2022 PlayUSA draft, will make that big mistake and draft Malik Willis.
Oh, he did it. He did it. Oh, thank goodness you did that. Oh, my Lord. Dude's got a high ceiling, but, man, he's got levels of basement, too. Okay. He's a skyscraper. Back to the New York Football Giants, hopefully not heartbroken from Malik going off the board. Giants, pick away.
There has been a trade.
Oh, there has been a trade.
The New York Giants are sending the number 7 pick to the Green Bay Packers for the 22nd and 28th overall picks.
Oh, that's why Russ was getting cagey when I was trying to make a trade with him earlier. Sneaky out there in the heartland. Green Bay Packers, you were on the clock. Look at you laughing. What are you doing, Russ? Come on.
With the 7th pick of the draft, the Green Bay Packers select wide receiver Garrett Wilson from Ohio State.
Ohio State. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver to the Packers.
Not the best wide receiver in Ohio.
Bold. Double bold.
Ouch. All right, who's got Atlanta? We're going to zoom up to Atlanta for someone who will turn out to be a huge disappointment. Atlanta Falcons on the clock.
With the 8th pick in the 2022 PlayUSA mock draft, the Atlanta Falcons are taking Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame.
Noted. Kyle Hamilton, Notre Dame. Got to cross me off of there. With the 9th pick, acquired via trade, the Detroit Lions are now on the clock to make a groundbreaking, historic, franchise-changing selection at number 9. Please proceed, Lions.
Not often do things work out perfectly, but this is the guy I would have taken at number 2. So with the number 9 selection, the Detroit Lions are selecting Trayvon Walker out of Georgia.
Wow.
That is a value pick by the Detroit Lions.
Good pick. It's a good pick.
Wow, look at the universal satisfaction and admiration.
I'll jump in. Bad pick. Trayvon Walker's overrated. There we go.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Trayvon Walker is really going to enjoy having that January and February off.
Ooh.
That's true. I got to agree with that, too.
Again, awesome. This is the content we came for. Number 10, New York Jets. Ooh, that's me back to the phone. Hold on. David's now pumping up the tire. Hold on. Okay, that guy is gone. So with the 10th selection in the yada yada draft, New York Jets, their second. God, I'm tired of saying that already. Wide receiver Drake London, University of Spoiled Children, is off the board. The pick is in. With the 11th pick, our anonymous Washington Commies drafter selects from Alabama junior wide receiver Jameson Williams. And he gets a groan. All right.
I thought he was going to drop.
He did not drop. He landed right there in that functional atmosphere that is Washington.
All right, you got 30 seconds to offer a trade if you're interested.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
30 what?
Are you shopping 12?
Shopping 12 if anybody is interested.
I just received a note that number 12 is being shopped.
Giants will give you 22.
That seems like an unfair trade.
So
I wish this stuff really did play out in the open like this on ESPN. That'd be badass.
I will give you the 22nd pick and a coupon.
Chargers are interested. Chargers will give you 17 and 123 in the 4th round.
Jesus.
All right. So with the 12th pick,
I feel like that's a soft no.
Not even a no.
That's a soft no.
A simple how about no would have been fine, but nobody else was offering. So
If he could have muted you, he would have.
It's okay. You know what? We Northern California people, we have a rough relationship with one another. You go ahead and you pick whoever you feel is going to bust, Matt.
Hey, I'm not a rules guy, but this witty banter has put the Vikings way over the clock. I don't want to have to penalize anybody here.
And last time we did that, we got Kevin Williams, so maybe it's better to be penalized. Minnesota Vikings are going to select Ahmad Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati.
That's a great pick, too. That guy just plummeted. Nobody likes quarterbacks in this draft. That is a great pick.
Saucy.
You draft him just for the nickname. That was quality.
It appears that the Houston Texans, with one of their blood money picks from the Browns, are back on the clock. Houston Texans, fire away. And I know you like firing up there in Texas.
Sure. With the 13th pick, the Houston Texans from the Cleveland Auburns, no, burnt siennas, the burnt uppers. There we go. The Houston Texans select Derek Stingley Jr.
Cornerback run. That's another good pick. Stingley off the board to the Texans. Up next are the Ravens. Omar's coming. Who's got the Ravens? Ravens, pick away.
We're gonna take Devin Lloyd from Utah.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh, another groan. That's why we come out for these things.
Ruined someone's plans.
I thought he was going to go already. I didn't know he was going to last that long.
Yeah.
They love those linebackers in Balmer. Lloyd off the board, bringing us. Now this is why we came. This is why we came. It's Eagles time.
The Eagles with the 15th pick will waste yet another pick on a wide receiver that will not pan out on Chris Olave from Ohio State.
Best Ohio State wide receiver on the draft.
Cool.
Another guy Jalen Hurts can
Is that a
ruin.
comprehensive pick between the two of you?
Wait, I have a question. How many best wide receivers from their team have actually worked? As Dustin pointed out.
Been a while.
One.
It's a deep draft. Olave to the Eagles. Now back to New Orleans. Darren on the clock for the Saints. Pick
Once
away.
again, New Orleans would like to protest everything that Roger Goodell says and does, and want him to know that we will never forget what you did to us in 2018 with the NOLA no call. But I'd also like to say that I really wanted Chris Olave because the Saints have had good luck with Ohio State wide receivers, a guy named Michael Thomas. But we'll have to go in a different direction. The Saints will select with the 16th pick of the first round another wide receiver. We are going to go with Jahan Dotson from Penn State.
Dotson, Penn State to New Orleans. First of all, I appreciate the hat switch. Secondly, you're all on the exempt list for a year for sedition, and your pick is noted.
And voided.
Yeah. Your franchise is being moved to San Antonio. Number 17, the Chargers are on the clock.
All right, with the 17th pick in the yada, yada, yada draft, the Los Angeles Chargers will go defense and continue to revamp that unit in the AFC West, where you can't have enough talented defensive players. We will take Andrew Booth Jr., cornerback from Clemson.
Andrew Booth Jr. to the Chargers. More quality Eagles content. Number 18, Eagles. You may pick.
All right. With the 18th pick in 2022 draft, PlayUSA, we're going to go with Penn State, Arnold Ebiketie.
Number 19, back to the Saints. So many draft picks. You guys are going to be good next year.
We'll see about that, but I appreciate the rub.
Stick to football.
I like how he was like convinced, like, no, we'll be back right here.
With the 19th pick in the first round, again, the Saints would like to protest the tyranny of Roger Goodell, and explain to the world that he is not welcome in the Caesars plug Caesars Superdome. With the 19th pick, the Saints are going to go small school offensive tackle Bernard Raymond from Central Michigan. We've had luck with small school offensive tackles in the past. We need to replace.
Is Caesars offering $1,000 for a bounty now? Is it $1,000 free bet for bounty?
No, the Caesars offer is, deposit $5, get $100 towards your next draft.
All right. Pick is noted. Number 20, riding the incline with Yins down to Pittsburgh. Corey, pick away.
With the 20th pick, the Steelers are going to draft a guy that can keep his dorm room, Kenny Pickett.
Ooh.
Nice. Kenny
Pickett, quarterback, Pittsburgh, staying in Pittsburgh. So no need to really forward his mail. Number 21, New England Patriots. Nick, are you taking the Patriots? Do we say this?
No, you're definitely taking the Patriots pick.
Jesus. All right, I'm going to give him somebody really low on the list. Just make Belichick work it out. What name do I like here?
Arian Kennard.
Treylon Burks.
Let's go. I like this name. The Patriots select offensive lineman Zion Johnson. Oh, he's from Boston College. Oh, that works out. See, I didn't even mean that. Number 22, the Green Bay Packers. Those sneaky little bastards are up. Russ, you may pick.
Or is it the Packers?
You traded that one, didn't you?
Let Big Blue step in and big stomp on your terrible orchestration. With the 22nd pick, the Giants are going to take defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt, Georgia.
All right, the Giants are open. And now we really need CJ. CJ, are you here?
I don't think he is.
You know what? I'm going to do this just to mess with CJ. I'm going to take a quarterback.
Perfect.
I just want to keep it going. What's the group vote? What quarterback should we give him?
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell,
That
North
would
Carolina.
definitely be the worst one.
Arizona Cardinals select Sam Howell.
Great pick. Great pick.
North Carolina. That's another great thing to workshop the draft. I think that's pretty cool. Number 24, Dallas Cowboys. You are now on the Budweiser hot seat.
With the 24th pick in the 2002 PlayUSA draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Supreme Edge Rusher Jermaine Johnson, Florida State University. Tomahawk time.
That was emphatic.
All right, easy there.
Wow, he was into that.
It's 2022, not 2002. We have standards.
That's gonna be a canceled pick.
All right, so I was trying to browbeat Mike into doing the Bills, and first of all, he said that place is like Mars. It's not even New York. I don't count it. But I really think he was hanging out with Senator Abu Dabo, or
Abu
how
Dabo.
you pronounce his name. So he gave me very loose instructions: take an edge rusher or a running back. So because running backs are like not even valuable anymore, I'm going to see if I can find one and just give him a running back. All right, the Bills select from Georgia defensive lineman Jordan Davis. And Alec, you there? Number 26, Tennessee Titans are on the clock.
With the 26th pick of this draft, the Tennessee Titans pick Treylon Burks, wide receiver of Arkansas.
Treylon Burks, Arkansas, Pig Suey. Noted. All right, I'm reaching out to my neighbor, Big Nasty, Bucs superfan. Big Nasty has made his choice. Kenyon Green, defensive tackle, Texas A&M. Number 28, is that still the Packers, or did they trade that mess?
That's, to me, the Giants.
God, you got all the picks. Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm going to ruin them. I'm going to ruin them with the 28th pick. Wide receiver Sky Moore, Western Michigan.
The most wide receivers that's ever been drafted in NFL history in the first round.
Absolutely. All right, so next is what? The Chiefs.
Division 2 wide receivers.
With number 29, the Chiefs take Dax Hill. I'm not familiar if that person is even a football player, but that's who he's taking.
Safety.
Okay, that. And then with number 30, David Ojabo. Ojabo? I don't know.
Yeah.
That guy. Noted. Number 31, finally, because they're so good every single year and never get to pick very high, the Cincinnati Bengals.
With the 31st pick, the reigning AFC champion,
Oh, here it is.
the Nasty Bengals select Trent McDuffie, cornerback, Washington.
You know, he really fell. He's really high in a lot of the mock drafts.
That's why I was trying to trade up this entire time. Get a second quarter.
And at number 32,
Little low.
bring us home, number 32.
Your future Super Bowl not winning Detroit Lions select the Kobe Dean, linebacker of Georgia.
And that's
Georgia
why I
went.
was trying to trade up.
Georgia went nuts.
Very good. Folks,
We did
I think we did a lot of good work here. Good job. I think we just showed that you can wrap up a professional sports draft a lot quicker than taking the 5 or 6 days that the NFL actually takes. Woo! Have some good work there. I wish we made as much as those guys who make those picks and they go wrong. But Aiden Hutchinson, no surprise to Jacksonville. Even the fake Jacksonville had to take him. But I definitely think the move of the top 10 was Seattle. Don't remember their GM. Seattle wisely moving up to number 2 to get their guy because it was always Evan Neal. And even if it chaps Russell Wilson's ass a little bit now that he's gone, Seattle is addressing the offensive line situation. Evan Neal, monstrous human being, one of those Jonathan Ogden kind of guys that is going to stand there, he's going to squat there, he's going to block there, he's going to do it for a decade, and then he's going to go to the Hall of Fame, and you're going to say, my God, that was a position I didn't have to worry about for a third of my life.
I mean, this guy is 6'7", 337 pounds, and he moves like, a tight end.
Like a cheetah.
Yeah,
cheetah.
It's insane.
You can catch a cheetah.
That was a good pick. I know why didn't Seattle? If you're listening to this, there you go. The pick that I like, Kyle Hamilton, number 8 to the Atlanta Falcons. This safety is a beast. Like this guy is insanely talented.
He's a wrecker of a man, but he's hurt. He's hurt now.
Yeah,
I worry about hurt. That's another reason Aiden Hutchinson is probably going to be a superstar.
Yeah,
but I think back to these edge guys, and they're honestly kind of fragile. I mean, maybe it's Bosa DNA. They're always hurt. The Watts are always hurt. I mean, they're these high twitchy kind of freaky humans who run real fast and then have big collisions. It seems like it goes wrong for them. I'm not saying he is, but he's already hurt. So it's a risky pick, but
it is. But the guy can play. When the guy's healthy, the guy can play. But I'm sorry, I glossed over one. That was the number 8 pick. Yes. Carolina did something kind of crazy at number 6.
I know.
Do you want to talk about that one?
I obviously root for the Seahawks. Malik Willis has phenomenal tape if you watch only his highlight tape. I call him the skyscraper because I like coming up with dumb comparisons like that. He has a super high ceiling and he has a really low floor. He's not like a really nice high-rise apartment where you're going to be 36th through 40th floor. He could be a train wreck, or he could be any combination of great quarterbacks that can run and pass the ball. He seems like he's a first-read guy. He runs. He takes weird sacks. He reminds me of Russell Wilson in that regard. Carolina apparently in real life has fallen in love with him. I talked with some folks there that cover the team, and it seems like the Panthers and the Steelers are like constantly blowing up his text, trying to get him to go to prom. I loved it. I loved how life imitated art, or art life, whatever, use your own analogy, that they take Malik, and in real life that would save the Seahawks from making a terrible mistake on stretching on this guy, because that's not what they need right now.
For those of you that don't know, Willis is a 6'1", 219 QB from Liberty, small school, threw for a bunch of yards, threw for a bunch of touchdowns, set records, has the physical athletic traits that you would want in a QB. But the thing, as with many GMs, he plays at a small school. So that's always going to be a knock against you, regardless. Only one Joe Flacco comes out in a lifetime. So, that's the only knock. But, I mean, Carolina haven't figured out their quarterback position. So, it can't be any worse than Sam Darnold. So, yeah.
I mean, and again, not to trash the kid. I like to see him be a success, just as long as he doesn't hurt my football team.
Yeah,
either playing for them or playing against them. Yeah, I mean, he also has the intangible of seeming to be a really decent human being.
Yeah,
not that that's a factor for being a professional athlete, but just Google Malik Willis combine homeless person, and you'll see a video of him basically emptying out his suitcase and giving his clothes to a homeless person on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
because he's apparently really cool. So you're going to make a lot of money, man. I hope you're a success. Hope you do it in Carolina.
Yeah. We had 2 people picking for the Eagles. What do you think about their picks? 15 and 18. Chris Olave and Arnold. I don't even want to try to pronounce that last name.
Ebiketie?
Yeah.
Football player, I'm told.
Olave, wide receiver, Ohio State. Everybody loves these wide receivers. This class is pretty deep in wide receiver. As far as, these guys picking for Eagles, they know their stuff as fandom. So, in some of the mock drafts that I see, the Eagles actually are going to pick this guy. So, seems like a safe bet, pretty chalk.
I think our draft got it wrong on the cornerbacks. Houston taking Stingley at 13, and Minnesota took Sauce Gardner at 12. There's no way they last that long.
No, definitely not.
I think part of that chaos was I enlisted my 17-year-old son to draft for Washington. I don't know what he's doing. Thanks for participating, boy.
We did a little fun. We had. If you haven't listened to last week's pod, CJ Pierre, the lead writer of PlayAZ, on vacation right now, so we'll give him a pass. Didn't hop on to make his pick, so we made it for him. And at 23, the Arizona Cardinals selected North Carolina QB Sam Howell, who is not projected to be a first-round pick. But Arizona, if you need you need something to light a fire under Kyler Murray's ass, that might be the guy.
Yeah, he might be Kyler's replacement. You know, they're making nice out there in the desert. Yeah, it's fine. Once it starts getting hot, they're all going to get agitated out there again, and the Instagram pictures are going to start coming down. It's just going to be a debacle.
You know, Chicago didn't have a first round pick. We forfeited that, you know, back in the Ryan Pace days and for the Mitchell Trubisky debacle, and we got Justin Fields last year. So we got rid of that. I personally drafted for the Dallas Cowboys, my home state, not my team, home state, two different things. But I had to pick a Florida State guy for them. You know, I'm a sucker. I love Florida State. But Jermaine Johnson, senior, transferred there to Florida State, just did all the right things. They didn't win very many games, but he himself elevated up the draft board. I think he's going to have a lengthy career in the NFL. Might not all be with the Cowboys or whoever drafts him, but, you know, the guy can play. So I thought he was a good pick.
Yeah. And just a couple shouts to some out of companies, we'll call them celebrity pickers. My we'll put a picture because you're going to need to see this. This is my 4 doors down neighbor, Big Nasty, Bucs superfan, got the horn, face paint. This guy, he went with Kenyon Green for the Bucs. You know, being good, they didn't draft very high. And Nick Bromberg from Yahoo, Kansas City resident, drafted for the Chiefs.
Nice.
Was ready to go. Had a couple of picks. So. Yeah, well, mostly in-house talent, you know, air quotes as far as football picking knowledge, myself included. But I feel like we pulled this together. And again, there is no reason the NFL needs to stretch this out over the 28, 29-day period that they do this. You can wrap this thing up, man. Succinct.
I feel like most teams have their guy weeks in advance. Like if you don't know in draft, like by the time the draft starts, who you're picking, something's wrong. So yeah. I feel like, you know, most of it's for show, which is fine. You know, I don't really care, but I feel like they could do things a little bit quicker. And we've just proven that you can.
And we can also do it on Zoom once again.
Yeah.
Life lives on Zoom. So there we go.
So we hope that you enjoyed the first ever PlayUSA NFL draft. Like, follow, subscribe. We'll drop a few stories in the description, have to do with some NFL content, and we'll see you next week.